Ammon, Moab, and Edom were judged by God. In chapters 26, 27, and 28, he talks about Tyre and Sidon. And then here in chapter 31, we see the fall of Assyria. Now, he's using the explanation of the fall of Assyria to pinpoint, okay, Egypt, you're getting ready to have your judgment, and your kingdom will fall as well. So that's what we're seeing here. So in verses 10 and 11, we see, now remember, if you remember last week, we had talked about how at the beginning of the chapter, in verse 2, it says, Son of man, speak unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and to his multitude, whom art thou like in thy greatness? And Ezekiel asks him, who do you think you're as great as? And then he begins to talk about the nation of Assyria. And Pharaoh felt like, oh, yeah, because Assyria was so great and so powerful and so wealthy that he was flattered by the comparison, okay? Because Pharaoh and the nation of Egypt has become very full of pride, self-importance, okay? And so we see, Wiersbe says, the logic of this judgment is, what hope was there for a lesser kingdom like Egypt? God would call the mighty one, which we've seen that when he talks about the mighty one, that he's talking about Nebuchadnezzar and the kingdom of Babylon as they attack country after country after country and take over. But the mighty one of the nations is to humble Assyria, and this is, of course, King Nebuchadnezzar. So one of the ladies is going to read for us chapter 30, verses 10 and 11. Does anybody have that? Okay, well, I'll just read it because it's right here. Thus saith the Lord God, I will also make the multitude of Egypt to cease by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, he and his people with him. The terrible of the nations shall be brought to destroy the land, and they shall draw their swords against Egypt and fill the land with the slain. So that we see the prophecy that Nebuchadnezzar is going to come and that they will fill the land of Egypt with the dead, because they are